Every manipulation tactic explained. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where the perpetrator seeks to make the victim question their own reality, memories, or perceptions. It involves denying facts, circumstances, or previously spoken statements to cause confusion and self-doubt in the victim's mind. The term comes from the 1944 movie Gaslight, where a husband systematically tries to convince his wife she is going insane. Love bombing. Love bombing refers to overwhelming someone with excessive affection, attention, and superficial charm in an attempt to influence or exploit them. It aims to create a deep, insecure attachment by showering the victim with gestures like excessive compliments, gifts, and declarations of love, only to later use it as leverage for control. Projection. Projection is a manipulative tactic where someone attributes their own unacceptable qualities, traits, or behaviors onto someone else. For example, an unfaithful partner may accuse their spouse of cheating as a way to deflect their own guilt and assuage their conscience. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping manipulates someone into doing what the perpetrator wants by making them feel guilty. This is done through phrases like, "After all I've done for you," or reminding the victim of sacrifices and favors to create a sense of indebtedness and obligation. Passive aggression. Passive aggression is a covert form of hostility where negative feelings are expressed indirectly through actions like sulking, procrastination, stubbornness, or deliberate failure to accomplish requested tasks. It aims to get back at someone without direct confrontation. Stonewalling. Stonewalling is when someone simply refuses to communicate or cooperate, shutting down conversation through silence, changing topics, or physically removing themselves. It is a way to regain control of a situation by refusing to participate or engage. Triangulation brings a third party into a dysfunctional relationship as a way to deflect issues or control the third party. This could involve complaining to others about a partner to turn them against them, comparing the partner unfavorably to others, or even creating love triangles. Negging. Negging is a strange form of backhanded compliment used to undermine someone's self-confidence to increase their need for approval from the manipulator. Examples could include remarks like, "You're so clumsy, but I find it endearing," or "That outfit is interesting. I love quirky girls." Devaluation. Devaluation systematically undermines and belittles the victim through insults, criticism, and emotional abuse over an extended period of time. It strips away their sense of self-worth to make them increasingly dependent on the perpetrator's intermittent approval. Minimization. Minimization trivializes something significant as a way of denying, avoiding blame, or making it seem unimportant. Phrases like, "You're overreacting," "It's not that big a deal," or "I was just joking," exemplify this manipulative tactic. Rationalization. Rationalization provides plausible but distorted reasons to justify or excuse unacceptable behavior or attitudes. For instance, a cheating partner may rationalize their infidelity by blaming the spouse for neglecting them when the spouse was simply busy with work. Coercion. Coercion involves threats, force, or intimidation to compel submission and compliance. It can include threats of violence, ultimatums, blackmail, or punishments to manipulate someone into doing what the perpetrator wants. Intermittent reinforcement. Intermittent reinforcement relies on rewarding desired behaviors sporadically and unpredictably to condition the victim to persist in those behaviors without a predictable pattern. It creates an addictive feedback loop seeking the perpetrator's approval through compliments or affection sprinkled through devaluation. Blame shifting. Blame shifting deflects personal accountability by blaming others for one's own mistakes, shortcomings, or harmful behavior. This tactic makes the victim feel responsible for the perpetrator's wrongdoing and can involve tactics like denial, minimization, and rationalization. Feigning confusion. By feigning confusion or professing to not understand something, the perpetrator avoids accountability for undesirable conduct. They may act perplexed, pretend they forgot or misheard instructions to manipulate their way out of situations, or stall for time. Love withdrawal. Love withdrawal withholds affection, emotional intimacy, and approval as punishment to control the victim's behavior. This can involve extended periods of sulking, silent treatment, distancing, or hostile actions until the desired outcome is achieved. Diversion. Diversion steers the conversation away from issues that could incriminate the perpetrator or make them accountable. It involves swiftly changing the subject, questioning the victim's credibility, or creating a new dramatic situation as a distraction.